to have you join us, and let's begin with the press review. Well, our guests are seated here in the studio. It's going to be a Friday edition of double barrel guest analyst that we'll be having this morning, and we'll start with my immediate, right? That's talking about Izuchukwu Francis Ife. Good morning.
Ejikeme
Ife. Okay.
Before Gidi. Or Ifo Gidi. Ifo Gidi.
Ife.
Okay.
Wonderful viewers. Good morning, Anambra. Good morning, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yeah, good morning. And then also we have Emandi is in Agri. Good morning, Emandi.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
We're good. Welcome, Emma.
Well, quickly, let's begin by bringing you up to speed with news making rounds on ABS website. And the very first story we have for you there is Governor Soludo receives triple honors at Global Power Forum in New York. World Pharmacist Day, PSN, calls for establishment of Drug Management Agency in Anambra State.
And then troops intensify onslaught against insurgents, rescue kidnapped victims. Palestinian President Abbas rejects future governing role for Hamas in Gaza.
Criminal conspiracy, former French President Sarkozy convicted in campaign funds trial.
And finally, from here, 2025 WAFU B under 17 Golden Eagles of Nigeria beat Baby Cheetahs of Benin 4-1. Hey, okay, Golden Eagles. Okay.
Look, imagine Golden Eagles beating Baby Cheetahs. As in the real animal sense, how possible is that?
I don't know. We break records now.
That's what happens with names that most of these football national teams do bear. But quickly, let's get down and then celebrate the award that our governor received, the Triple Honor Award at the Global Power Forum in New York. Emandi, what's your take on that? Okay, that's good. Well, that's to say it's a lovely one. As the now you understand, nobody. The records will definitely cut across boundaries, and that's why we are having it on a global stage. Mr. Governor, more awards will definitely be coming his way for the landmark achievements and infrastructural development he's bringing down to Anambra State.
And to whom much is given,
Yeah,
much is expected.
Much is really expected.
The popular name that he has come to be known with, Oluwatuewu. By the time he comes back, maybe we're going to see greater of that. And then, okay, let's hold on until he's back.
Okay, let's now talk about part of what we talked about yesterday. That's talking about the World Pharmacist Day, and then PSN calling for establishment of Drug Management Agency in Anambra State. Yeah, we had a representative of the pharmacy community of of Nigeria, but Anambra State chapter, and they talked extensively on the need for them to actually checkmate the inflow of fake drugs, and then the proper use and storage of most of these drugs, because some of these importers don't actually know how to preserve these drugs. All they care about is they have the drugs and then people will come and buy, but the preservation of it so that the efficacy of the drugs will be potent, that's less of their worry. I believe with this drug management agency that they are contemplating establishing in Anambra State will really help in doing that, since we already have a very viable NAFDAC office here in Anambra where drugs are and other food, beverages, and the rest are being tested.
So they're still gearing up for the movement of the drug market from the bridgehead to Oba, like he said yesterday. But what have you to say about that, Izu?
Okay. Yesterday, we all congratulated all the pharmacists across the world.
Yeah.
And if you go to my status yesterday, it was we used that medium opportunity to remind them of their roles. But what is disturbing is that not only in Anambra, in Nigeria, people are already used to fake drugs. The bodies, the agencies whose sole responsibility it is to regulate and checkmate and check the illicit drugs and the ones that are good and the ones that are not good. Today in this country, we wonder if they are still carrying out the task, if they are still doing their jobs. Just around last 2 months, I was opportunity to visit NAFDAC office at Agolo. That is the Anambra State branch. And when we got there, the building is there. They lack poor facilities.
Isn't that where that place that is housing the pharmacy department of Anambra?
No. After the pharmacy department, I think you after one other house, one other residential house, I think they said it's Professor Dara Akunyele.
Yes.
Then you see the NAFDAC. So it's entirely different from Nandi. So it has nothing to do with Nandi Azikiwe University.
Okay.
It's entirely different. So, and when I went there, I took time to move around
The facility.
the facility. The poor infrastructural distance over there. And with this, you wonder how the pharmacists and those whose duty is to regulate this thing will work. So, if they are calling for establishment of
Drug management.
drug management office or whatever in
Yeah.
Anambra State, I think the government should look into it.
Which of the governments?
Anambra State government, of course, now.
From top to bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Imandi, you are smiling.
Yeah, I want to talk more on that because I believe that this call was supposed to come before now. Despite the fact that NAFDAC are doing their job, I believe that let's assume that the job is so much. I believe that they are calling for this management, let me call it a department, to ensure, let them collaborate with NAFDAC to ensure that the NAFDAC and the pharmacy drug management collaborate to ensure that fake drugs are removed in this country and the state as well.
Even if you are, sorry to cut short, even if you want to regulate it,
Yeah.
I believe pharmacy, they have body, I think Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, they themselves should help.
Because they are the people that
Because
empower
they are
these
people.
importers
Of course.
with their license to bring in these
Apart
drugs.
from license, when you go around Anambra State, you might come to one place, they will write it, this pharmacy. Go and check well. The person that owns the pharmacy is not a pharmacist. I had one encounter and I reported to Anambra State office. The person that owns it is not a pharmacist.
So you are not calling for them to sit up and
To
do
sit
the,
up,
do the supervisory
scrutinize,
work.
supervise.
Yes.
But the person might not be a pharmacist owning the shop, but a pharmacist.
Well, you will
should
see
be
the
in there.
certificate of a pharmacist
You understand?
hanging there.
No, before
person-
dispensing the drugs that
The
you
person
really
that
owner,
is this person
the owner.
is not pharmacist. He's not nurse Eliza. He's not medical doctor.
And he doesn't have a pharmacy
They have pharmacy
certificate
license.
hanging there.
So when I reported, they discovered that it was another person's license that they were using.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't see a pharmacy that released her license.
Okay, let's get it. You know, they have this, what they call a community pharmacy. That's what he called it yesterday.
Yeah, community.
And then that's chemist shop. Let's not mistake chemist shops with
Maybe
pharmacy shops.
that's what
You
first is
understand?
trying to say.
There is chemist. If
Yeah.
you want to register as a chemist under PCN, you register as chemist under PCN. Then if you want to register as a pharmacist, that this thing will be. If you have chemist, you will not write. Okay, let me just say.
You won't write pharmacy. It
free
is chemist.
pharmacy. You will not write it if it's chemist.
Because you don't have the facility to
run a pharmacy.
To run a
You are not a
pharmacy.
pharmacist.
And if you register as a pharmacy, there will not be there won't be any pharmacy adjacent to you. You must give about 10 to 15 posts
Really?
Yes, that is their rules.
Okay.
It's like that in most businesses. I want us to look at this, what is playing out in the Middle East. The Palestinian President Abbas rejects future governing role for Hamas in Gaza. For some days now, I think since 22nd, that, what do you call it, that Britain endorsed one state, no, two-state system in that place. We started having a lot of issues that is coming out from the 80th, what's going on in America now, okay? The conference that's going on in America, how so many countries are coming out to support Palestine, or Palestinians,
Yeah.
okay, in this two-state issue. Now, I think the major thing that America is concerned about is empowering the Hamas. If you say that these people should be autonomous, they should give them a state, then don't be surprised that it's this same terrorists that we are fighting all over the world that is going to be in charge of Palestine then, okay? But then Britain said no, that the endorsement of the two states for Palestine does not mean that Hamas will take a road there. But look at what Palestinian president is saying, Abbas, that they reject future governing role for Hamas in Gaza. Do you believe them? Let me start with you, Mandy.
You know, when we always talk about this Gaza and America input another country, our issue is politics and the tussle for this world power. We believe that many African countries depend on US as their world power, while others depend on Russia. So it's just a power tussle. For people, who are we going to, which country amongst Russia and USA will have to take over this country and then have dominion over them? Then maybe if they want to do anything, they will run to America and then discuss terms and conditions. I believe that it's not really about how to help these people in this country. So their interest is, let us have more countries that will be under us and that we can have control over, so that if there is anything, we can come, help them, then we discuss on terms and conditions. Maybe at the end of the day, we benefit from their natural resources and the rest of that. I believe that is the major thing going on in this case as it is. So I don't really trust their say in coming to give them their full help. They are coming for what this country has, and that is what is playing the role now.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about this criminal conspiracy. Former French President Sarkozy convicted in campaign funds trial. In this part of the world, you understand, people commit all manner of fraud, embezzlement, certificate forgery, and we don't even hear these high-class politicians facing trial, let alone go to prison. But this is a what is it called? A powerhouse, talking about France. And former French President Sarkozy convicted. He has been tried and is now facing conviction for campaign funds. Campaign funds trial, for Christ's sake. Can this happen in this country?
I read the story, but what I'm yet to understand, if the campaign funds is it from public or from government?
Party.
It's from political party and lobbyists.
And lobbyists?
Yeah.
And he was convicted.
Yes, sir.
This is a working nation.
Yes.
Here in this part of the world, people will do something and get
Why would you say it's a working nation? You want to run for governor of Anambra State. And Ijomaye, as a business person, is pulling funds into your campaign as wanting you to probably do certain favors for her when you get there. You need to give account of that money. That money is not your personal money. It's to propel you to be at the ends of.
That's what he's saying. That here, nobody asks question.
They feel that the money you can just dispense.
Yes. Our politicians, we politicians, let me not say our, because we are politicians.
Yeah.
Some set of politicians, we eat thank you, we eat very much.
And not deliver.
Without any account. That is why sometimes you see somebody that run for ordinary House of Assembly, the person will tell you that I spent 800 million. And you will not be asking the person, how did you spend 800 million?
Which business?
Who did you give money? Which business are you doing to raise 800 million?
How did you even raise it? Yes.
How will you even raise it? And you see the person after 4 years, the person is going for second term. And we say that everything is all right in our nation. We cannot pretend that everything is all right. I think somebody should forward this to all the platforms so that all our politicians will see this.
Yeah, very important. We've even had cases where in Africa, the former president of South Africa went to jail. You understand? He went to jail on account of state misappropriation of state funds. But if Nigeria claims to be the giant of Africa, we should be leading by example, not by population. You understand? These are the kind of things that we want to see, and then people will
leading by corruption.
A nation whereby an individual, a public office holder, will tell you the determination of the court before the judgment.
Before you get there.
Before you get there, before you get to
when judgments are written in State House.
Yes.
And then passed
the
to the judge.
They write in his comfort zone and tell you.
They write two judgments.
You see this case and this person also court. This will be the determination of the court. This is what the court will determine. So nobody would like to invest in such a nation.
Okay. Well, let's begin with bringing you up to speed with the Daily Times newspaper. That will be the first paper of the tabloids to review this morning. And then the banner headline is screaming, Nigeria targets $22 billion trade growth with China, backs global governance plan. That story you find on page 2 of the Daily Times newspaper. At the mast, we have global cancer toll to rise by 61% in 2050. That's coming from reports. Tinubu prioritizes rapid promotion in paramilitary services. That's coming from Minister. And Sokoto government declares free education, suspends collection of fees. Okay, that's good. Troops dismantle several terrorist networks. Kills scores, says DHQ. Court to rule on DSSB to represent rejected exhibit against the Suki. That will be on October the 14th. And last but not the least, on the front page of the Daily Times, equities market rebounds as ASI adds 0.31%. Investors gain 279 billion naira. Up next for review this morning is the Vanguard newspaper.
Okay, and the banner headline there says, why apathy docks voter registration in Southeast and South. Vanguard newspaper. Okay, with a lot of riders there that are so tiny. Let's see if we can make anything out of that. Both zones record 50,681 physical registrations, less than Osun's 83,284. Southwest, Northwest lead. North, not South. Which one is not South again? Record mixed fortunes. And then North leads in pre-registration. South tops in physical registration. Waiting for last minutes and then mistrusts responsible for apathy. This is coming from Afeni Ferro. Okay, INEC should make exercise less cumbersome. Okay, that's coming from Pandev. Don't be complacent. ACF urges citizens. Why we are not interested. Southeast residents. And then Yaga Africa, other CSOs, MBF speak. Okay, elsewhere, Masob, others reject Tinubu's oil resumption in Ogoni. Tinubu promotes 52,000 paramilitary officers in 2 years. Interior Minister. DMO offers 200 billion naira federal government bonds for subscription. What's here? Nigeria attracts $19.92 billion investment signals in Q2 of 2025. Down here, traders lament as Lagos government demolishes 19 buildings at Trade Fair Plaza. Demolition, demolition, demolition. Okay? Any other story of interest? Okay, ADC to members, quit other parties now. Oh. Blackout averted as electricity workers shelve strike after federal government's intervention. 2026 WCQ, more worries for Chile as Onyedika suffers injury. I think that's all we'll have coming from here, plus all the data that
okay, INEC is giving to us this morning.
The statistics.
Yeah, giving us the statistics. We can see the online pre-registration for Southeast, South, North Central, and Northeast, Northwest, Southwest, and Southwest, South and North. Yeah.
South North.
Yeah,
all of them are coming.
But we from here, from these graphics here, you can see the North is still pulling weight on online registration and physical registration. They are still really telling you that the bulk of what happens in voting happens up there.
You know, you guys don't know politics. This is a rigging exercise. It has started 2027. This is how it starts. So tomorrow, go to court and they will present this. Yes, what you wanted to say something, you are shouting.
Yes, what I want to say is that I'm not surprised if the North keeps topping the statistics or the percentage, because we all knew what happened in 2015 general election, where we had underage queuing up to vote, and their votes were counted. So I believe that that's...
Even foreigners that they brought in from Niger and other countries.
That's the same thing happening. That's the same case happening now. Because you know that one thing with us in this part of the country, the Southerners, is that we believe that this person is not up to. Let's go with people that are up to 18 years. And we believe, some people agree that their vote doesn't count. While others believe that they vote and they don't see the dividends of governance after voting and election. So, you know, we are more exposed than they know. But when it comes to politics and elections, they try to be, the leaders try to show their smartness. So I believe that the same thing, that the same scenario that took place in 2015 is about to reoccur again in 2027. So that is why
this time around it will be for good though.
That is why they started.
Is it going to be for good?
Growing.
For me, we are not surprised with the statistics being presented by the Northerners, being presented by INEC. In as much, will I say that we, for some time now, we believe in INECs, in the commissions and transparency, and their integrity. But in this part of the world, especially the Southeast, let me can swear I hear DG for abolition. The last exercise that was done by INEC, I as an individual, not contesting anything, it took me time to sensitize a lot of persons to go and register for their voter's card. Even the online registration, and that is why we have much people queuing in the online registration. But when it comes to physical registration,
they feel they don't have the...
Yeah, and also I would say that INEC marginalized some of us from this part of the zone. Because when you get to the north, you come to a particular ward or station or local government, the manpower there will be like, for instance, 100 or 150 persons. But here, let's take Oka Ward 9, for instance. You will see only 3 officials.
If not 2.
If not 2.
Attending to
350 persons. What magic do you expect them to do?
So people get frustrated after
And
waiting.
then leave.
Frustrated.
And that is the
people
plan.
that are doing the work themselves, some of them might be coppers. You see them turning to mini god.
Getting tired and nagging. Because a job that's supposed to be done by 50 people is being done by 2
who wanted
people.
to participate in this exercise, the person got to INEC and designated registration center by 6:30 a.m. Could you believe that till 4:30, the person has not even captured? So the next day, you will tell them, oh yeah, go back and go. And some of them, they don't believe in Ndidi. We know the importance of voter's card as an individual.
It's not in our makeup now.
And some persons will tell you, I asked someone, one of the electors the other day, I asked, what about your voter's card? You said you went yesterday and they didn't capture you. You can go back. Say, Izu, NIN, or for if a bank it's just useful because of bank. I just want it because of bank. So it will be part of my official
presentation of identification.
Identification. It just means I'm not going there to vote. So, in as much that we are saying that we are being marginalized, we are doing this, if we want to vote, we vote. Let me say, okay, if Northerners, they have 1 million votes, and we in Southeast and South-South, we have 400,000 votes. And if those 400,000 votes comes out and vote for the candidates of their choice, there is no how the Northerners will come here and say, okay, you guys voted 200,000, not 400,000 again. If you bring out your 1 million votes and we have our 400,000 in bulk, at least it speaks volume. We'll be considered in a lot of things. But currently in this country, we are neglected.
Is that why you are not interested? Because they say why we are not interested. That's coming from the Southeast residents.
Of course. A lot of persons will say we are not interested, we are neglected.
We are marginalized.
We are marginalized. So tell me one single thing this present administration has situated or cited in Southeast or South-South.
Progressives are working together. Hold on. No, I say progressives are working together. No, what I want to find out now, not being interested, I wonder, I don't know where they got this statistics and who told them that they're not interested. People
can always say what they, so far it's not coming from our
collective mind.
Collective mind or our representatives who are, representatives is not those in Federal House or Senate, our governors, no.
So who are your representatives?
Ohaneze Ndi Igbo.
Oh, really?
So far you are in Southeast, you are Igbo. Let me be okay because Ohaneze cuts across both rivers, Delta. So far you are Igbo. Our representative is Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. But so far this comment is not coming from Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. We just, let's pretend as if it doesn't exist.
We didn't hear it.
We didn't hear it, yes.
Okay, let's see the banner headline of the Daily Times and see what it's saying. Nigeria targets $22 billion trade growth with China backs global governance plan. Emandi, China is a superpower. Nigeria is the powerhouse of Africa, politics, and the giant, even though somehow some people say it's sleeping. How do you think this $22 billion trade between Nigeria and China is going to go? We already know what we can benefit from China. Loan. Is there no better ways we can benefit by telling China, come and take care of certain infrastructures, come and build this and the rest of it all? What do you think the government is doing about this, their partnership with China?
I believe that this partnership is, to me, is an avenue or a way to borrow. Let it not look as if that they want to borrow again. That is it. Because you and I know that there is no partnership or agreement between the federal government and other countries that, at the end of the day, benefits the citizens of this country. And secondly, I've said it several times that one of the characteristics of the federal government of Nigeria is bridging contracts and agreements. Tomorrow now they'll come and deny it that they never had any business to do with China, just as they keep denying ASU and other bodies in Nigeria. So it's not about the trade. What they're interested is about the money that will come out from the business that they want
The
to
money
do.
that will come out, is it not for building infrastructure in Nigeria? Is it
How
not
many
straight?
the money that came out?
infrastructure?
Hold on. It's not about using it to. It's not about coming to the paper, front page of the paper to tell us that you want to use this money for this. The money that was mopped up for refineries. How many have we seen in this country? So our politicians should stop deceiving us. So they should stop coming to the front page of the newspaper to tell us trade, growth, and this. Have they fought insecurity? How will a nation grow in an insecure environment? So they should stop deceiving us. If they want to borrow money, they should open up and tell us that they want to borrow $22 billion from China and use it for their personal investment and the rest of that. They should come out. They should stop telling us about trade growth. It's not the first time that they're going on. They've done with Japan. They've done with US. They've done with China several times. At the end of the day, you come out from the page of newspaper and hear that the agreement between Nigeria and this particular country, that Nigeria has failed their own part. So they should stop deceiving us with all these deceits.
Okay. Next paper for review.
Okay, which is This Day. On the front page of this Day newspaper, World Bank backs federal government's groundbreaking World Initiative. Is what we have there as the banner headline. But on top of that, we have Jonathan begins consultations ahead of 2027, meets David Mark and other ADC leaders. With a rider there, opposition party tells undecided members to quit their parties now, denies association with ADA. Oh, ADA nada. Okay. NU PLC approves Total Energies $510 million oil asset sales deal with Shell and Ajib. Okay, very tiny there. Okay, another story here. Bagudu moves to boost rural economy. CBN supports expansion with new MPR. That's supposed to be a rather two-date for the headline, World Bank backs federal government's groundbreaking world initiative. Let's move over to the next paper, please.
And the next paper for review this morning, before we begin to discuss, is the Guardian newspaper. And then we have it as the banner headline, Economic Recovery. Nigeria not broke, but deep fiscal concerns linger. And then we have Nigeria's fiscal performance overview. Well, let's see what they're talking about. In 2014, 29% debt service to revenue ratio. 73% in 2022, 69.2% in 2023, 59.9%, that's in 2024. And then we have contingent liabilities. Buhari's last estimate was over 5 trillion. Power subsidy opaque, but in multiple millions. Unfulfilled commitments to public workers. And then we have here benchmark comparison. Nigeria tax to GDP ratio 10%. Africa's average 16%. Nigeria's debt to GPD ratio 40%. Africa average 60%. And then we have revenue and expenditure. Wow, this is interesting. Total revenue 2024, we had 19.35 trillion naira. Debt, non-debt recurrent expenditure for 2024, we have 18.9 trillion naira. Capital expenditure for last year, 2024, we have 7.8 trillion naira, and we have capital expenditure 2020 to 2022 cumulative, that's 19.3 trillion. And then we have CBN budget support. Buhari's era overdraft was 22.7 trillion. And then for 40 years, I think, then 22.7 trillion 40-year bond at 9% interest. Tinubu's administration, 2023 interest on CBN's overdraft was 1.7 trillion, and then we have 2024 interest on CBN's overdraft 4 billion. Creditability questioned. And then here, let's move to see what's happening here. Savings and buffers, sinking funds. Last significant savings in 2017 was 117 billion. And then we have since 2022 zero allocation, excess crude account, ECA, dormant. Then we have infrastructure gap. Moody's estimate is 2022 was $3 trillion yearly, and 2025 capital expenditure 7.8 trillion naira, and 0.5% of yearly infrastructure gap as captured there in Nigeria's fiscal performance overview. Okay, 2027 ADC leaders scramble to fix deep rift as opposition coalition nears collapse. Over 6,000 lives lost to religious ethnic conflict, says Plateau government. And we have 2027, Ganduje, Jibril, others vow to retake Kanu for Tinubu. And then from politics to palace, Ladoja's odyssey to Ibadan, Olubadan throne. New study links poverty, transport woes to worsening health in Lagos. How Tinubu ended career stagnation in paramilitary services. And then blackout averted as electricity workers suspend strike. Last but not the least.
No, we're going to roll all the papers and then start talking. We have other papers down there. Okay, so Daily Trust, on the front page of the Daily Trust, we'll have this banner headline. Ahead defection, Juan Kwaso in talks with Nentawe. Okay, that's the headline there. Other stories, Olubadan, Tinubu, Atiku, others for Ladoje's coronation today. Jonathan missed ADC share, David Mark. 3 children found dead in father's car in Boronu. Chai, too bad. Man allegedly kills grandparents in Kanu. What kind of story is this, please? Insecurity, Castina to procure 5,000 cartons of ammunition.
To whom?
From who? Okay. Japan scraps Africa hometown initiative. So you can now buy ammunition on your own. Okay, security operatives rescue 9-month-old. Others in Kwara. Okay, let's move on. We have Nation newspaper. Go on.
The next paper for review this morning is the Nation newspaper. Experts, economists, worst times of reform Spain ever. Okay, over. We had to say that. With the writer saying manufacturing has stabilized, gains begin to reach average Nigerians. I think Francis will answer that when we come back. And Ibadan stands still for Ladoja's coronation as 44th monarch. Edo secures 250 million investment at Glasgow summit. Amcon sells 34% stake in Unity Bank to Providence Bank. And also we have here Barau, Ganduje, others step up plan to displace NNPP in Kano. And after displacing it, what next? DHQ, 147 terrorists arrested, dozens killed, 41 kidnapped, victims rescued. And that's all from the Nation newspaper.
Okay, the last paper we'll have this morning is the Blueprint. Blueprint newspaper, banner headline, Defense Headquarters, police, 643 criminals arrested, dozens killed, 41 kidnapped, victims rescued. Okay, with some riders there. FCT command impounds 126 vehicles, recovers 6 rifles. 9-month-old baby, mother, 5 others rescued in Kwara. Abducted 10-year-old boy killed after 100,000 naira ransom in Niger. Ganduje, Baru rally Kanu stakeholders for Tinubu vow to unseat NNPP in 2027 is another story coming from here down here. Conflicting signals threaten Cross Rivers Plateau PDP state congresses, September 27 sacrosanct. Okay, any other story? Up here, Ogbe, one Nigeria's most outstanding statesman, Akume, recognized a too low Okay, business news. FIRS offers scholarship employment to disabled staff children. Okay, that's cool. And I don't think we'll have any other story coming from here again.
That's all. Let's begin to dive in and then begin to discuss. Jonathan meets ADC chair David Mark, that you find on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper. What's your take, Francis? Jonathan being wooed, being courted by PDP for a one-term.
Who is wooing him?
No, PDP.
It's a lie.
PDP
He wants to contest. They wooed him. Let them woo you now. He wants to contest. What do you mean by wooing?
For me, I think what our nation needs at this point in time is a liberator, is a messiah. And for me, for Jonathan to declare his interest, let's just say nobody's wooing him. I think I would draw my word. Nobody's wooing him. He wants to contest. For Jonathan to declare his interest in running for presidency, I believe he has so much searched himself, examined himself, and he knows the task ahead. But the question that we all are clamoring for, the answer is the present government. Because everybody must not be Jonathan in 2015. Jonathan is a saint in Nigerian politics. You all can attest to that. Are you sure the present government, are we sure the present commission,
The INEC you're talking about.
are we sure that this election will be credible, transparent, and accountable?
When they're already giving you the results.
When they are already giving us the statistics.
What the results
But no, the
look
statistics is not.
The statistics.
No.
determines the outcome of the
The
election.
statistics you're seeing
the
there.
North, right?
No, not the
generally.
North. The general statistics you're seeing there is INEC telling you there is room for your region to catch up, to improve. There is room for your region to bridge the gap.
And I think
because you guys are lagging behind.
for
So
this,
that's to me. That's what I see it
For
as.
this to work, if truly we want a nation where democracy thrives,
Yeah.
the three regions or the two regions should come to a round table and sit and discuss about the future and the progress of this nation. This is not about one man.
Another national conference?
Yes.
What's the outcome of the ones we have had in the past?
No, there should be need for a new conference because let's just say that the old one is already adopted. There should be need for a new national conference.
Before 2027.
Okay, but
Before 2027, because even the stakeholders, nobody is happy in this country. It's affecting everybody. Even the richer are the rich and the richest.
Everybody's complaining.
Everybody's complaining.
Okay, but let's look at what we should be expecting in 2027. Since they don't want to give us governance, they don't want to do anything. All they want us to be talking about in this country is the election. We just finished one less than 2 years ago. We are preparing for the next one that is coming in 2027. Everybody's hungry. Nobody's talking about that. There's this security here and there. Nobody's talking about that. There are problems. Mirage of them everywhere. Nobody's talking about them. We're all talking politics. 2027 election. That's what we are cut out for in this country. Yes, Amanda, I'm coming to you. Jonathan wants to contest 2027 presidential election. P2B is there. Atiku is there. Jagaban is there. That's Tinubu. That is the incumbent president. And some people are asking, Jonathan had his shots, maybe 6 years or thereabouts.
4 years officially.
4 years officially, but he has been there for 6 years. Okay, and so some people are asking him, did you forget anything in Astor Rock? And then some other people are saying that you have built yourself as a statesman with all the respect, accorded to you all over the world. Why do you want to go and immerse yourself in Nigerian politics again? Okay, even when you are sure you're not going to win. So what is the place of PDP in Nigerian politics today? Because for the past 2 or 3 years we've been clamoring, where is the kind of opposition that APC gave you in 2015? Now you want to come out under PDP that Wike is controlling remotely. okay? Remotely, he's working for APC and controlling the PDP, and now telling you that he is the kingmaker in this country, that it's him that will tell you who is going to be the president. Is it the same PDP you want to come and contest on that? And then there's this coalition of the other political parties in ADC. I haven't even seen how many parties joined them. No party has even
14,
joined.
14.
Have they joined? Okay, we have not known those that joined them. Okay, and then they're calling for people to come from wherever they are to join them. So the coalition that people are looking out for, that this may be the Messiah we are looking for. And now, this gentleman that cannot even fit in the ruggedness of Nigerian politics is coming out to contest under PDP. How do you see that?
Jonathan contesting is a two-way election if he should be on the ballot. I believe that Jonathan has 4 years for the South. I think that is the area of where he's coming out to contest. Now, negotiating between PDP and ADC is PDP is not sincere enough. Let's not bring in Wike into PDP politics for now. PDP is not sincere enough. How can you say that the ticket will go for this to the South, then after like 2 or 3 weeks, you come out to say that now that the ticket is open?
It didn't even last up to 3 weeks.
Okay. That is now open for everybody to contest, but they are likely to give it to the South.
The usual confusion in PDP.
So you see, I believe that that's the problem why Jonathan is trying to romance with ADC. I know in politics, it is consultation and agreement. Then if it goes well with ADC, fine. But to me, I would advise Jonathan.
Remember that people that formed ADC, that coalition, that 2 of them are coming out for presidential tickets. Atiku is there, and Amechi is there, and Amechi is saying that it's the Southern's, ticket, so that it must be given to him. And now he's coming from PDP from the behind to come and take it. Do you think they will give it to him?
If Nigeria political parties will be sincere enough, before the ticket of PDP was given to Atiku and that of APC given to His Excellency Tinubu, I stated it, yes, that it is the turn of the South. Now, coming to the South, we have Southwest, South-South, and Southeast. His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo has done the 8 years of the Southwest. Now, Goodluck Jonathan has done 4 years and 2 years extra for the South-South. But it is the turn of the Southeast because the Southeast have not produced any president. So, you see, that was analysis that I gave, and which is the exact thing to do. But you find out that our problems start from the political parties. So, they've deceived us and robbed us. So, for Amechi to come out, definitely Amechi is not likely to clean the ticket of that ADC. Now Atiku is also in ADC. He may get it or he may not. And these are the 2 major people that we know. And maybe by tomorrow, another strong politician will still come out because we are still going towards 2027. And the major play of this will start by December 2025 to January, February 2026. That's when the major dance of these political party issues will come up. So, Goodluck Jonathan should sit down with his award as World Peace Ambassador. He should sit with it. He should not come out to contest because he's likely not to get a ticket because politics will play behind him. A few weeks ago, he was one mentioning that politicians will tell you something in the day and then do another thing in the night. So for him not to fall a victim, he should step aside. So that people that have their heart to enjoy whatever outcome that will come up. let them go for the ticket.
Okay.
Let me add something to this.
Oh, go ahead.
At this point in time, I think what we need most in this country is not about region or tribe. What we need in this nation is someone that will liberate this nation. What we want at this point in time is a Messiah.
Are you the one?
Eh?
Are you the one?
Maybe I am to come.
Well, to come, but we need it now.
You understand? So this is not about North East, North South, Igbo, outside Yoruba. No. And what we want is someone who has the interests of Nigerians at heart.
These people that are vying to be president, don't they have the interests of Nigeria at heart?
All of them are.
Who amongst them? Who are who?
For Atiku to be
Politicians are very
contesting
selfish.
every 4 years, doesn't he have the interests of Nigeria at heart? Spending money?
You know, there is Maslow law, hierarchy of needs. Atiku's birthright is to continue contesting. So he will continue to run. But what I know and what I'm certain and what I'm sure of is that come 2027, there will be more confusion in political parties. And there will be more merger.
Orchestrated by what?
Eh?
What will orchestrate the confusion?
The present leadership, the bad leadership. A lot of persons will still merge with ADC or the political party the Messiah will come from.
You know, that was where the area I was expecting you guys to go to. For these people to be able to wrestle power out of the incumbent and APC as a political party, PDP, Labour Party, all these other parties that have names, will get together. That is where you can get, because that was what they did in 2015 and took over power from PDP.
He said something about Wike. Yes, in as much that he was very careful to exonerate Wike from PDP crisis. There is no how we will exonerate Wike from PDP crisis.
We are Nigerians now. We know.
We cannot exonerate him.
No, it's not possible.
Because PDP themselves, they are not telling themselves the truth.
No, the thing is that Wike is holding them, the juggler. That's why the PDP cannot do anything. It's because some of us were asking in the past, why won't you kind of, what do they
Expel him.
Expel him. And they said you can't even expel him. Why? Because he has the secretary. And he came out to tell us that it's the chairman and secretary that will sign his expulsion letter. And then the secretary cannot sign against him, so no expulsion.
No.
So that he will be...
The national chairman and the, what's it called? The national chairman and the national secretary, they are not the ones to sign the expulsion letter.
Who?
It's at the ward level.
At the ward.
And you think he doesn't have them at the ward?
It's at the ward level.
No, he starts for the ward and then he gets to the chairman.
So they are deceiving themselves.
That's why they get the final signature. And that was why he stood his ground on Anyan was the secretary, even while everybody was saying it's Okoye. And he got it.
One man destabilizing a political party.
A structure.
A structure.
That is what PDP wants for themselves, because you cannot, I believe that in this 2023 election, they promised so many people tickets, including Wike. I get him. And at the end of the day, Wike didn't get the ticket. That's where he said, okay, I didn't get this ticket. You people will not sleep well.
He now decided to be a spoiler.
Yes.
You know,
so you see,
it's either I have it or we'll scatter it.
And even they told him from the onset, that Wike, we are not giving you this ticket. We are not, it will be...
I don't even think...
Should they have told him, is it not a political party? Is it not, what is it called, primaries? Why would you be told that you won't be there?
That's what I'm saying. That
because he was sponsoring the party. He was solely sponsoring PDP.
I think
no, you can't eat your cake and have it. Wike was sponsoring PDP solely.
So based on the fact that he was sponsoring
PDP, not only him.
That was why he was calling the shot.
What of the G5?
He put in the chairman and removed chairman.
The G5, were they not sponsored? That's Ipazu, Ugwanya, and what is it called? Otto.
How many people did you?
Makinde.
How many people did you mention?
The five of them now.
I mentioned one person.
So the UK is bigger than the
that's what he's doing.
What I know.
Yeah.
So far, it is this kind of these leaders that are still recycling themselves. So far as these leaders that are saying the bad X, nobody will take PDP serious in this country. In Anambra, who is the candidate? Anambra Dubai election, who is the candidate?
I don't even know.
Nobody will take PDP serious.
Well, taking PDP serious is PDP's business, but here we take our job serious, and the next paper for review is The Guardian. Let's see. Economic recovery. Nigeria not broke, but deep fiscal concerns linger. Is Nigeria broke? That's the question. But why do you go borrowing? Why do you go borrowing?
If you are not broke, why are you borrowing?
Why do you go borrowing? Why are you owing almost 120 trillion?
Even going as borrowing.
That is where the problem lies, because what we are suffering in Nigeria is poor leadership. All the ministers in Abuja, all the commissioners across the states, only few of them, let me leave the states, all the ministers in Abuja, tell me one person that is managing, apart from the Ministry of Health and Attorney General, tell me one person that is a minister, or let's just say for accounts, is the person an accountant? The person that is managing the Ministry of Finance, is the person a banker or an accountant? The Minister for Education is a medical doctor.
A medical doctor could be a very good administrator. And
in education system?
Yeah, and know how to run an education system. We've seen people that are not footballers handling football team. We've seen people that are not basketballers handling basketball teams, and they were winning laurels. You can learn the act of leadership and then implement and then take it to the next level.
When there's a professional that's been trained for this, you go and get somebody that will learn the job, and you use 8 years learning.
Didn't you hear about the professional that they said that failed the exam 8 times, that became a, what is it called? That became the commissioner of health? Wasn't it a doctor that said it here?
Is
that not a professional?
No, during the period of those 8 times. During the period of that 8 times, you can imagine what has gone wrong.
You understand? That's the professional.
So don't lie on our head.
The guy will come and tell me that I'm a professional.
Our problem is in in-house poor leadership and management. If we cannot manage our resources, our God's-given resources, then we cannot get it right. For me, Nigeria is not poor. Nigeria is not poor.
No, they are not talking about poor, they say broke.
We are not broke. Poor and broke is the same thing.
If you are broke, you are poor now.
If you are broke, you are poor.
No, a rich man can be broke. Because broke is... Poor seems a little bit...
But the problem with all this borrowing is that whoever that we are electing to be a National Assembly member, whether Senator and House of Reps, the people whose whole responsibility is to checkmate them, to make sure that if we are borrowing 2.3 billion US dollars, or if we are borrowing 30 trillion naira, in what areas are we investing this money? Is it in our agriculture? Are we using it for infrastructural development? These monies, where are they going into? And you are saying that because their only interest is to ride the latest Prado Jeep. A professor in this country is earning about 450K or 500 for a month. So if that professor works for 35 years, that is the professor will save 100 and something millions, right? That is the money that we are using to buy one car per legislator.
You're not including their security.
No, I'm not talking about security. Only one legislator. And you expect this nation to work.
Oh dear.
You expect this nation to work.
Well, the nation has to work because they said a country or a region, a people are responsible for the kind of leadership that they get. So the reason why we are having this thing is because we are still part of this leader. These leaders are not from Mars, neither are they from Jupiter. So they are part of us. And because they can do this thing with
their face that they are not doing the right thing.
Exactly. So we are not doing this. That's why we are.
They are not doing the right thing.
Because you are benefiting from one.
No, you see the national. I was listening to channels the other day. I don't know whether it was a National Assembly conference or political party event. the Senate President of this country, in the presence of all the dignitaries that have gathered, and started singing, "Oh, your mandate, we shall stand. Oh, your mandate, Bola, your mandate." For the president, it is their responsibility to checkmate them.
So how can you checkmate somebody?
So how can you
somebody you are
them?
standing on his mandate.
Yes.
So whatever you say goes.
He boldly said that all the National Assembly members of we are in 10th Assembly, right?
Yes, 10th Assembly.
That all of them are endorsing His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu for another second term. This is to tell you that these rubber and stamp National Assembly members, if our president brings a proposal for third term, they will gladly approve it. Yes.
They will gladly approve
Sometimes
it.
I wonder if we still have a country here.
Have you seen a situation? Okay, ever since the president keeps sending his nominees and for one position or the other, have you seen a situation whereby the National Assembly said, okay, we don't want this person is not qualified?
El-Rufai.
The list, his name came in a red
Asterisk.
Red asterisk.
There was asterisk on it. So it was from presidency itself.
It was a job. Only a job.
Okay, let's see what the blueprint has for us. Yeah, to say if the police and the DHQ, that's talking about the defense headquarters, 64 criminals arrested, dozens killed, 41 kidnapped victims rescued. Hurrah! Imandi, our police, our defense headquarters, they seem to be in full swing in rescuing kidnapped victims and apprehending 643 criminals. Can we say that we can now sleep with both eyes closed, and then Benue issues will be maybe put to bed in no time?
Different regions, different zones with their different security challenges, as the case may be. So it depends on the zone where this report is coming from. And it's from there where I'll first of all give kudos to them. At least they have decided to sit up and also man up to their job. Now, also, the other regions and other parts of this country where this insecurity issue is coming up, that they still have to do more job to ensure that we can sleep with our two eyes closed. So now we cannot categorically say that we are sleeping with our two eyes closed, but I would want to give them their flowers for at least fighting this insecurity, the little way they have, and have come up with this number. I'll give them credit, but they have to do more so that this insecurity can come down to its barest minimum.
And that brings me to my next question. Can insecurity ever end in Nigeria? We are entering its second decade. This is the second decade of this gross insecurity we have in it.
Yeah.
Can it end?
Insecurity can end if Nigeria is not bigger than US in landmarks, in population. Insecurity can end if we have the gadgets.
Are you talking about gadgets or having political willpower?
If we have, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
If we have the gadgets, if we have the instruments, if our forces are equipped, and if they are being checkmated, and if they are sincere enough, we can end insecurity. Those hoodlums that are penetrating the north, don't they have doctors? They have doctors who treat them. They go to markets. The government comes to them and negotiates with them.
You are going too far. I was thinking that you're talking about those ones. What about the one that came with his men, all of them?
The one that came with his men
armed to
for
the
negotiation.
teeth and for negotiation.
For negotiation.
And they were giving conditions.
And they were giving conditions. And that insecurity will end this nation.
Giving their own condition that if you want us not to, cross this boundary, don't do this. Release my boys. I'll do this and negotiating with the terrorists.
Negotiation. So if there is enough manpower. What stops them from
There is manpower.
overpowering those people, getting them arrested, going to their camps?
You got them in a
Getting
place.
them.
No, those ones that you have been able to secure in a place. Hey, you wouldn't use your air, your land, and the sea to catch all of them and finish all of them there. No. You know, this insecurity until we are intentional about fighting it.
Of course.
Look at what Trump is doing. And the president of, what's the name of that guy? Ladosi of Colombia is, making noise because I called it noise. Trump said, I don't want narcotics entering U.S. So any gunboat you see there, finish everybody there. And the Colombian president is saying, no, you don't fight it like that. Now you should be able to arrest them and then find out whether that. No, that's not how to. When you are intentional about fighting something, fighting insecurity, man, you don't even allow it to start in the first place.
Yes.
Not to talk of getting guns, buying guns and equipping the army to do that.
Did you see the one in Katsina where they buy 5 cartons of ammunition?
Can you imagine? We saw that one that are buying 5 cartons of ammunition.
So the question now,
This is what we hear in this country. Or who are you buying it from?
Who are you buying it
So
from?
is it in the open market now that you go and buy ammunition? Growing up, I see the military as this set of people that's nothing impossible. That once any situation they face is finished. And now,
As an adult.
And let's not forget that we also have repentant bandits that
in the midst of our military
military.
and the police, these are the people that are fighting insecurity. Until we are ready to do this, we'll know.
Until we are intentional.
All right, that's the much we can take this morning on our press review segment on Good Morning Anambra. I want to say a very big thank you, guys, starting with Amandi Ezenago for making yourself available. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, AJ. Thank you, IJ, for having me. Thank you, Anambra, for viewing us. Thank God it's Friday.
Thank you for coming.
And Francis Ife.
Thank you.
IJ is my
Thank you,
name.
IJ. Thank
And
you,
AJ is his name.
AJ.
Yeah.
IJ. What a perfect combination.
Say your name.
So thank you, our wonderful viewers. Thank you, Monam Ndi Anambra. And we thank God it's Friday. Let's go and party.
No problem.
Let's go and party. And wait for us. We are coming. Let's start the party with you.
Well, let's continue with the next program. Don't go anywhere. The show continues after this time out. All right. Yeah.